right. There we go. Itching myself, sorry. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Outside the Cinema, your weekly source for cult movie discussions. We're your hosts, Bill and Chris. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm gravelly voiced, and I'm in a great mood, despite all of it. It's been a busy month for Bill. We went to Europe and the UK, and then we went to Canada, and then we went to New Jersey, which was the worst of them all.
Worst show or place?
Oh no, actually maybe the best show, but New Jersey sucks. So
one time somebody asked me, I was driving through Elizabeth, and they asked me, why does it smell bad? What does it smell like? And I said, I don't know, it smells like burnt electricity. That's the best I could come up with.
yeah, New Jersey, not my favorite place. I mean,
I do like the beaches down the south part.
That's fair. I've never actually been to them, but no, MetLife it's a great show. Out of the 3 Oasis sets that I went to, I think it was their strongest set. Liam was the most personable and said the weirdest shit. That worked out pretty good.
All right.
London was the best overall just because the crowd was ridiculous. The crowd was out of control and just like, it was like a family, like a get together of like family, like they hadn't seen each other in many years, but like you all got along.
Right.
So
Yeah, no, I get that.
yeah. And Toronto was cool. It was the weakest of the three because the stadium sucked.
Oh.
To be honest. Did I tell that
right.
story last week? About
You told
Okay.
me. I don't know if it was on air. Probably was.
I don't know if it was or if it wasn't, but it was Rogers Stadium, and it's like a pop-up stadium. It's like not even, It's not a real stadium. There's no real structure to it. They just put up bleachers around it so that they could say that they could do a World Cup game and seat 60,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
So set was good. Oasis was good. I mean, it was awesome, but I'm done and ready to not do anything. And I've got a fucking crazy schedule for the next couple weeks. So,
Oh, yeah.
got a couple shoots. I got like doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, eye doctor appointment. Like everything seemed to hit all at once. Travis's first day of high school is today.
Oh, yeah. High school. That's right.
Yeah. So that's, ready for that. He's also got 2 fall baseball leagues he's playing in. So there's just like a lot of stuff going on, which is fine and good, but I would like to rest a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
All right. What do you got going on?
Not much. I got a lot of stuff at work, and I'm trying not to throw the controller at the TV when I play Marvel Rivals.
Fair.
And that's all fine. By the way, I did get into the Silver League, and then
Nice.
2 matches later, I got knocked out of it.
Nice.
Now I'm back in it, and I quit. I stopped. Got my Emma Frost up to Lord. Punisher's almost there. Punisher, terrible character in the beginning, but once you learn him, not bad. I've survived situations I had no idea what's going on, and I'm like, I'll run. Okay, fine.
All right.
Marvel Rivals is fun, not the competitive, but the quick match stuff is probably better.
Okay,
There's just a whole bunch of bullshit with that. Anyway, but it's fun, and I ran a quick experiment. I had Nova play, who's a gold 2, which is like 4 tiers 5 than me. And I'm like, all right, just play your main. She likes Squirrel Girl as a fallback.
Okay.
Because it's just area of effect, like grenades kind of things. And she played 3 matches, and she said, those matches were harder than any ones I've played yesterday.
Okay.
Like, okay, that makes me feel a little better. Because if I'm bad at it, I'll admit it. There are games I suck at. Dark Souls and Bloodborne, fuck that. Like 1,000 years, I could never get past the second area in a game. But I'm okay at these. I grew up with Halo and all of that stuff. I know how to play these.
I think
This is bothering me. It's bothering
I haven't
me.
touched a video game in couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, I understand that. I do.
Couldn't even tell you. Once the PlayStation 5 went into Travis's room, I haven't touched a video game.
Yep. Well, on the other side, Spectopia is ready to put up the cosmic entities. We got some Elder things and some vintage Hallmark Halloween bats that hung in my house for years. I finally found good images of them so I could recreate them because
Nice.
I can't even find who owns them. but I want
right.
them on a shirt. And if I get a cease and desist, at least I'll have one from me to wear on a shirt from me. But the bats that I'm doing we're gonna put those up. I gotta look here real quick. I'm in the wrong spot.
All right.
I'm in library, not my products. So, what do we got? The elder thing. I have one with hands, one with a hands and wing, one with wings. The knot deer is coming up. I have a trio called Epop Orc, which is the Jetson song that the Dickies had covered. And it fits because Epop Orc, that means I love you. So it works there. And so we put some stuff up recently. And we're just gonna keep throwing stuff up. What do we got? We have one here with it's 7 of the guys just across the front of the chest. Cryptid of a water leaper, with the history and the description. Jason, that my daughter drew. It's kind of creepy, and funny at the same time. There's 2 little dudes there. Yeah, so we're just putting some stuff up. There's stickers. Ellen managed to get everything into categories. And we have a production schedule now that's going to mix in just stuff like we did the other day with the little Jaws promotion where they're holding popcorn and wearing the T-shirts. Nothing that says buy them or anything, because you can't push advertising on people all the time.
Nope.
You got to just have some stuff. So we're going to punch up the lore. We'll do some like cryptid stuff because I'm making up cryptids and I'm doing real ones. And the 4... what's it called? Childhood Zens guys went up actually last week, right before we had done the show. So there's stuff there, and we're going to look at pricing, and I'm going to try and talk my wife into cutting our profit margin and cutting the prices, because I would like people to have these.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So, and we're just gonna keep looking and to branch out, and there is a story that we're all collectively working on, and that'll be in the lore part on Instagram, which is Spectopia Arts. Blah blah blah.
Cool.
Yeah, that was better than last time, huh?
Not bad.
Getting a little better. Still super uncomfortable, but the only T-shirts I will wear to work now are ones that have the web address on the back, because I have ones for myself with the big triangle logo on the back, with the website on it.
Cool.
So I'm going to be
run that
walking billboard. Yeah. I'm not embarrassed about this one. I like this.
Good. It's good stuff. So
kind of proud of what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good stuff. It makes sense. Okay. Speaking of good stuff, there's not much else this week.
I don't know.
Our 2 films we're covering this week: the Fred Olen Ray classic Star Slammer, aka what was the other title?
Tara Prison Ship.
Yeah, I think Prison Ship was the original title,
gang.
and then like The Adventures of Tara in the Star Slammer or something.
And on IMDb, it's the whole thing. It's just, it's not like it says
The Adventures
Star
of
Slammer
Tara, Prison Ship Star Slammer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
and
one of the
flicks
flicks
ship
this week.
wasn't even called the Star Slammer.
No. The other pick this week is It Happened at Nightmare Inn, which is a small little Spanish 70s thriller horror film. Some specific notes about that. The version that we watched on Tubi is not the version to watch, apparently, which we didn't know until after the fact.
No, I figured that out about halfway through.
Yeah, we'll get to it because that'll be the second review, because it'll be a shorter review because there's not a lot to say about it. But
because there wasn't much movie.
No, there really wasn't. So if you do like the show, I'll give our quick little plug for Patreon, patreon.com/outside the cinema. That is the place to support the show. If you become a show supporter over there of $5 or more, know that keeps the show alive, pays for the hosting, pays for equipment, pays for the software we have to use, all of that stuff just to keep the show alive. If you enjoy us and you enjoy DIY podcasting, that is the best way to support your creators. And just go to patreon.com/outside the cinema. Boom. Done with that. Okay. As I said, I'm sorry. I'm very tired. I'm gravelly voiced. Let's just get into this. Let's start with Star Slammer. I think there's a little more to say about that. I don't think this is a trailer. I think this is a clip. So we'll play that.
Poacher Style B has only 25 seconds remaining. So knock yourself out.
For these acts of insanity, I sentence you to the prison ship Vehemence, where you will live in chains for the next 7 years, or until you die, whichever first occurs.
There you go. Star
Wow.
Slammer. The Adventures of Tara. Prison Ship Star Slammer. Also, the cover art says Star Slammer. The Escape.
Of course.
This is Fred Olin Ray, who obviously we've covered on the show a number of times. Trash or Tear. Fred Olin Ray. Who is really, I mean, he's an interesting guy because he made a bunch of B flicks and then found this niche. We've said this before, but making like Lifetime Hallmark Christmas films.
Oh, yeah.
A Royal Christmas Ballet, A Royal Christmas Holiday, Dog Napped, Hounds for the Holiday, A Royal Christmas on Ice. The best, actually, I'm skipping the ones that I should be mentioning because he's got like, I will read these in order going backwards.
Okay.
Royal Christmas Ballet, Royal Christmas Holiday, Moon Maidens, Dog Napped, Hound for the Holidays, A Royal Christmas on Ice, Piranha Women, The Killer in My Backyard, A Royal Christmas Engagement, A Mother's Secret, A Christmas Princess, Baking Christmas, One Fine Christmas, A Wedding for Christmas, Fiance Killer.
Yeah. I think I figured it out.
Yes.
I'm going to make these movies that are super fucking easy to do so I can make the shit I want to make.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I don't have to worry about getting paid for those if need be.
yeah, and obviously Fred Olin Ray's been around forever making just like garbage B movies like Super Ninja Doll, like Nuclear Hurricane.
Yeah. I mean,
Teenage Cave Girl.
how many special effects shots or visual effects shots do you think A Christmas Princess needs in it? Maybe
Couple.
5 scenes at the end with the magic from the rock that they buried with the queen's placenta. That's the wrong movie.
Yep, that's fine.
But you know what I mean.
films-
You know what I mean.
Films of Fred Olin Ray's that we have covered on the show: Beverly Hills Vampire, Terminal Force. We did Evil Spawn. He's probably best known for Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Is like his best known film. What else did we do? We did Biohazard at one point,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
and maybe Sleazemania. We might have done Sleazemania too. But either way, Fred Olin Ray, very accomplished. If you're a cult movie fan, you know him and you know his stuff
Yeah. Well,
So-
you know his stuff at the very least.
very much. Sandy Brooke plays Tara. Susie Stokely plays Mike. Ross Hagen plays Bantor. Myra Grant, and then Aldo Ray is the Inquisitor. We got some Playboy Playmates doing some stuff in here. So this film is essentially supposed to be that kind of women in prison flick. Only it takes place in outer space,
Yep.
and it's played off a little bit more for comedy and less for exploitation, if that makes sense. Because if you look at stuff like Caged Fury and like what was the one that Linda Blair was in?
Oh, shit.
Those women in prison flicks are hard-edged and exploitative. Where this is definitely in that realm, but it's played off in a maybe comedy's maybe not the best word, but it's a less like it's a more lighthearted approach.
This is absolutely played tongue in cheek. This is like one step down from Batman in the 60s. That's how I feel they felt it was on the set.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So, it's simple in the simplest terms. Like the opening scene is really just like a rip off of like the Raiders that kind of had that scene that they kind of rip off.
Yeah, the whole movie was recycled costumes and stock footage. And
I'm sorry, not scene. Score. The music is the score. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The score is Raiders of the Lost Ark with like a key change, so they wouldn't get sued for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We get we open on a woman being tortured with that little robot. You heard the voice of it in the trailer there, of it being like, oh, torture number 3, 25 minutes left or whatever. And they're just like putting leeches on her back and like no explanation, no nothing.
Isn't the whole danger of leeches that you don't know they're on you?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because they don't hurt when they bite because of some kind of numbing in the... Anyway, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep. Yeah. 100%.
Well, they're aliens. They are on an alien planet. Maybe they're the boar worms from Flash Gordon, which would have been interesting to see in action.
Very true. Very true. So we get that, and then we get the opening credit sequence, which is like fine, whatever. Then we're introduced to an old man who's a preacher who has come to another planet to spread the word of whatever his religion is. He runs into a group of alien creatures and the beautiful Tara, and they're like doing whatever, and so they decide to help him. But then we learn that, of course, this is outer space, so there's like a ruling empire monarchy type thing that comes and takes things from people. That's played by that's Ross Hagen's part, and Ross Hagen has obviously been in a ton of stuff over the years too, and I know we've covered him in a bunch of different things. Let's actually get exactly what they were, because I know we've had Ross Hagen in a number of things here. He's done a lot of voiceover work too, in like Red Dead Redemption. Oh, and he's been in a bunch of Fred Olen Ray flicks too. Let's see here. Blood Games.
Oh, okay, good. You weren't talking to me in the last 15, 20 seconds, were you? Because my headphones had disconnected.
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Okay, good. Sorry.
No, I wasn't. But we were just saying, Fred Olen Ray, yeah, he's been in tons of stuff going back to the 60s.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like Hellcats. He's in a lot of TV and stuff like The Fugitive and The Virginian and stuff like that. But Ross Hagen is classic, and he chews up all of the scenery in this one as Bantor, the unhinged enforcer of the Inquisitor. I think I'm right there, right? Does that sound like it tracks?
Yeah, I'll say it does. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, because my headphones fucking disconnected again.
Oh, that's fair. Well, I'll just keep talking and then jump in when you need to.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, so Star Stammer it's pretty straightforward. It's your standard kind of like 50s, 60s style sci-fi adventure. Mm-hmm. Throw in some women in prison, you throw in some fantasy elements, and you're kind of good to go.
Yeah.
So either way, Tara tries to fight.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I thought it was going to go a little bit different, because it starts off as kind of like that pillage and revenge kind of movie, like your Conan opening, but then it went to women in prison and stayed there. I thought we were going to have like an on the run Smokey and the Bandit kind of car thing. And we would just jump through exploitation subgenres, but I was hoping for too much. So I just settled in with the stupidity of it. And yeah.
I mean, that's really, yeah. So either way, so Tara tries to fight back. She ends up injuring Bantor and like ruins his hand. So he has to get a robotic hand. So that she's arrested and put on the prison ship.
Yeah.
What follows for the next 15, 20 minutes is your standard. She's the new girl. They don't like her.
Yeah.
She does things that are cool to prove that she's good. And then they got to work together to try to free themselves from the prison ship.
Yeah,
now,
it's that begrudging respect.
Yeah. So the warden, played by Myra Gant, is just such an interesting character here, because, and I hate saying this, but she is a very odd looking woman.
Yeah.
Like, she has a very unique look. And I don't know what her age is supposed to be.
I think that's the point. Yeah.
Right. So she looks like she could be very young, but she also looks like she could be in her like mid 50s.
Right. Her face looks older than her body did.
Yeah.
Very much so. Yeah. Because she's scantily clad at times, so you get a good view. And yeah, she kind of who is the magic lady in Death Becomes Her? What was her name?
the magic lady in Death Becomes Her?
Yeah, she was the one that did the spell. I forget her name. I'll find
I don't
it.
remember.
But she reminds me of her. But yeah, I think the way she was playing her is that she had lost her beauty and she was just mad at any pretty person around her. So, of course, make her a warden of an intergalactic women's prison. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
So-
yeah, she
Yeah, she tries to rule with an iron fist and
She
the
has a
whole
unique
the
look,
whole
yeah.
line. Like the whole line. She's got her henchwoman named Muffin
yeah.
who,
Yeah.
you know, roughs the girls up and stuff. But the thing with this is because it is played so tongue in cheek, like none of the violence in it is really effective in any way because everything just seems like kind of silly. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
didn't really know, like I couldn't get on board with a lot of the stuff because it just like the tone was, it wasn't even that it was all over the place. The tone was just weird.
It was. I was thinking she looks like I got her name here. Isabella Rossellini.
Oh, okay. Like if Isabella Rossellini was left out in the sun a little too long.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, that's
I don't know if
awful. I
they
feel bad
put
saying
makeup on her, if they accentuated stuff, because normally your skin on your body matches the skin on your face. And we're used to seeing it, you know, with clown makeup or whatever that stops at the chin and stuff. And you're like, oh, okay, I get it. But like movies have neck applications and stuff. So that's why I'm thinking maybe it's on purpose. But I don't know. There was a lot of thought put into stuff here at times. That the recycled costumes actually did kind of work with your triple mohawk, pink suit David Byrne dude running around.
Yeah. Did I read too that they reused stuff from Buck Rogers and Battlestar Galactica?
They reused that suit was from The Destruction of Jared Sin.
Oh,
Was,
okay.
the main bad guy's suit, because you could see it was a little
Yeah.
beat up. But that was a unique looking piece of armor for that movie. If it wasn't from something before that, which it could have been.
I know, and there's definitely some recycled special effects too, which I'm almost positive was Buck Rogers.
I want to say it was the Corman stuff from Battle Beyond the Stars, or alternate footage or something, because it's got that same feel of
Yeah.
that one ship.
Yeah, this is
that
like
looks-
tell me it's a Roger Corman movie without it being a Roger Corman movie. Like,
Yeah.
and obviously Fred Olen Ray has a connection with Corman too, so
Oh, yeah. And that would be the worst trivia in the world if you threw up one spaceship and said, what movie is this?
I know, right?
It's only one.
there's not 13 correct answers.
Yeah. But they had a lot of, like, world building that I thought was interesting when they're talking about Pantheon crystals and other stuff. And they do that Ghostbusters mumbo jumbo world building stuff. And some of them pulled it off really well. I thought they just said it like it's an everyday thing. Yeah, we got the electric Oreo warmer over there. What do you want it for? Oreos. Okay, yeah. So I really appreciated that fact, like right from the beginning, is that they're not just lazy and calling it like Space Bucks.
Yeah.
So
I think the biggest issue with this movie also lies kind of in that, whereas it's too talky for what it is. There's too much like information being given that just doesn't really matter. Like you get backstories on people that you don't need. You get information on stuff you don't need. I do have to say, John Carradine showing up as the Justice was fun, because obviously it's always a good time to see John Carradine show up. But yeah, there's just too much fucking talking and not enough action. And not enough, and I know this sounds like fucking stupid to say, but not enough titty action. Like there's not enough nudity. There's not
was
enough.
very
like,
restrained for what it was.
Yeah, for a women in prison movie,
yeah.
like it's rated R on top of it. Like just go there then. Like you're making a cheesy exploitation movie about women in prison. Like, and in 1986, like you could go there, and they just don't go there with it, which is interesting, I think.
Yeah. That's a decision, definitely.
I just don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to. Maybe the actresses were like, do we need to? And he's like, not really. Okay, then I don't want to. Could have been that simple.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't. Yeah.
They're wearing such a small amount of clothes. Like nudity at that point is almost like, what's the point?
Yeah. Yeah,
You
no,
know?
I get that. But it's kind of like one of those things where if you're looking at it from that mindset of,
Oh yeah,
of if you're going to do it, right?
yeah.
You got the
It
R
does-
rating already.
It
Like,
does build the tension of when is it going to happen. So that might
Yeah,
keep
that's
people
fair.
interested.
That's fair.
Who knows? I mean, people make movies for all kinds of reasons. This could have been just a tease for his audience, like fucking with his fans.
Well, yeah,
Playboy
this was
Playmates
supposed
in
to-
here. Find the nudity.
Like it was supposed to launch a series because at the end it says
Yeah.
like Tara will return in the adventures of Space Tara in Spaceland.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what the title was, but I looked it up
Yeah,
and the
that was
movie
it.
the movie never got made. The movie
No,
never
it
got
didn't.
made, so
No. It should say, if you want to see more, tell your friends to pay money.
or make a better film and we'll make another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it plays itself out in pretty much exactly the way you expect. The story is sequential to like them, firing guns at each other. And there was one scene that like kind of explained can explain the whole movie where they're on their battle way trying to get themselves out of there. And they're sneaking around, and the woman Mikey, who was like the co-leader of the girls, is trying to take out one of the other soldiers, and she has a gun in her hand, like a laser gun in her hand, and she hits him with the gun rather than shoot him with it.
Don't forget, she ran 9 feet to hit him with the gun.
Yeah, right. She could have just turned one shot, and we're in lasers here. We're not worried about bullets. There's no explanation of battery life on the or anything. She's got a laser gun. She turns, runs at him, hits him with it.
Honestly, it's one
then
one
shoots
pull
him.
of the trigger and a short circuit sound, and that's all you need to show
Yeah.
that it's out of bullets. And then you run at him. That makes sense.
It was
Not
just
the way it was
odd
cut.
because then she fired the gun afterwards. So I'm just like, why?
Oh
like,
yeah. Okay. That's
whatever. It was just kind of that's like
Yeah.
that scene explains this movie.
well, it's a panicked situation.
It is. Speaking of panicking, let's grade this before I have to talk about it more. All right, Chris, what is your grade? And do you recommend The Adventures of Tara, Prison Ship, Star Slammer, The Escape?
All right.
Available to
so-
watch on Tubi if you're interested.
Right. I am going to recommend this because I must have been in the right mood because I got this like right away. It made
Yeah.
sense. I'm like, oh, look at these not Jawas. Okay, great. This is what we're doing. We're sort of making fun of everything, but not really. It felt like how Beastmaster feels. It's like we were going to try and do a serious competitor to Conan, and then we got everybody on set, and Mark started talking to the fucking ferrets, and you know what? We're camp now.
Right. That makes sense.
And that's how this feels. And it looks like when you watch the actresses that they fully get the thing. Like they understand that the lines have to be delivered as well as possible.
Right.
But not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect.
No, it does.
So-
No, it doesn't.
This is definitely one of those. I will probably put this on to look up at every few minutes again when I'm drawing or something.
Right.
It's stupid. It's bad, but it's the first one in a while that I'm like, yeah, that was intentional.
yeah.
So I'm gonna give it for a cheesy, campy film. I would give it a B plus. As a regular movie, we're down in the D's because it's awful. But for
Yeah.
the overall like sincerity and fun that everybody kind of projects, even the bad guy, the bad person, the villain, Melty Face. Even then, she's still great. She knows how she looks. She knows the part. And I wouldn't be surprised if she tried to look more stoned than, because she has some heavy eyelids. Normally, I looked at some of her photos because I wanted to see, you know,
Yep.
what people look like, because sometimes you don't know they're in makeup, and yeah, I think they just accentuated some stuff, and it almost hints that like she might have been a burn victim or something at one point, but that's too much for this.
Yeah, that's going a little far. That's going a little far.
Yeah, but it's fun, and I think that's a world that could have been built on if maybe don't concentrate on her as the main character for every one of the ones you're going to do, but have her run into other big names in the galaxy or whatever and have adventures with them. Because she's not any kind of specific agent or assassin. She's just a dude running around, right?
Yeah. No, you're right. And the thing. So what did you? I'm sorry. What did you grade it? I heard you say D as a regular movie, but
As a regular, I paid money for this in the theater movie. It would be a D, but because it's a campy sci-fi movie and it fits right in with what I love, it's a B minus.
okay, cool. All right. I'm not that far off from you, and I got the same feels that you did in terms of they're not taking themselves too serious here, but it's not very good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a C minus, and give it that, like, if you're into this, check it out recommendation. So yeah, it's fun in its parts, and I think everyone's eating up the scenery, and everyone knew what they were doing. There was nobody trying to make like Citizen Kane here or like do anything new. It was kind of one of those like, hey, we've got these special effects in these suits. Let's just do it, and they do it, and it's fine. It's thoroughly fine. There's no harm, no foul in this. I do wish it was a little more action and a little less talk, but
Yeah.
it's fine. It's thoroughly fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bark, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh,
What is
he
he-
wants something. He sees something out the window?
Yeah, he's looking out the window behind me. Weirdo. What is the deal? What's going on? All right. Anyway, let's move on. All right, next up here, I don't have a trailer for this. It is a Spanish language film originally titled Una Vela para el Diablo. U.S. and English title is It Happened at Nightmare Inn. This is directed by Eugenio Martin, who also directed Horror Express, is what he's best known for, and he wrote the film called The Ugly Ones and worked on some other Spanish language TV and films. Passed away in 2023 at the age of 97.
Wow, good for him.
Hung around for a long time.
Yeah.
Now, okay.
Hopefully not long enough to see what somebody did to his movie.
Yeah, so let's bring this up front. That the version we watched is on Tubi, titled It Happened at Nightmare Inn. And as I'm watching it, and if you need to jump in here if you disagree with me, I'm noticing that it feels like there's things that are happening that we're not seeing.
Yeah. How many times did you go back to the first death scene?
The first death scene, I went back twice.
Yeah.
The
I
second
watched
one,
it 3 times, yeah.
the second one was the one that really I started to get confused. So this apparently is an edited. I don't know if it's an edited for TV or what exactly it is, but the version we watched ran an hour and 17 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a version apparently that runs an hour and 6 minutes, which is even more heavily edited.
Ew.
But the original version was an hour and 27 minutes.
Okay.
So
That makes
this
sense.
film, the version of it has all of the violence removed from it.
All of it. Yeah.
And I don't mean like we're editing it because this is too bloody, like entire scenes missing.
Yeah, no, they cut the scenes on the angle change, shot change.
Yeah.
Not in the middle of a scene. It's fucking sloppy as hell.
Yeah.
I'm kind of mad at it.
Yeah, I was frustrated because I had actually heard of this before, and I'd heard that it was a pretty good Spanish, like giallo-ish type thriller. Obviously not a giallo, but like had that feel to it. So I was actually pretty excited to watch it because I'd heard good things about it, and for the most part, I'd say whenever we've done like Spanish horror films and Spanish thrillers, they're always quite good.
Yeah.
Like we always have
Yeah.
really good luck with, not always, but most of the time we have good luck with them. So, the story is very simple. You have two sisters that run an inn in a small Spanish town. They have a history that we're let in on later in the movie, but we're basically just shown that for whatever reason, they just have a real problem with the women of the modern day and the
Yeah.
way they carry themselves and the way they show their bodies and the way they act.
Yep. And they are now in charge of the Department of Education and the press pool at the White House.
Very true. Sisters Marta and Veronica accidentally kill someone staying at the inn who was suntanning herself on the roof. And they're all over her, like that she's being a hussy and all this stuff. And she really only was just suntanning on the roof.
She was in a black bikini on her stomach with the roofs that have those like 1.5 foot high walls around it.
Yep.
And she's laying on a towel and the straps on the back of the bikini are undone. So she's still covered.
Yep.
But there's a bunch of,
Spanish gentlemen.
stereotypical men
Oogling
catcalling
her.
Yeah.
Oogling is the word I would use.
Yeah, and like yell at them, not the girl. Idiot.
Yeah. So they come up and they're like, listen, we want you out of here. We don't want your kind here. And she's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, showing your skin to the world. And she's like, I was just getting some sun. Well, what's the problem?
Yeah.
So they try to bring her inside. And in the struggle, I'm assuming, since we didn't get to see all of it, she falls down the stairs.
Yeah. There was something with the stained glass window, right? There was a piece of that.
Yeah, where there was blood on the stained glass window, but we never see it break. We never hear it break.
Nope.
We never see anyone get cut.
Nope.
Or we don't see anyone get stabbed with it or anything.
No body.
No body. Very briefly, we just see like the top of her head.
Yeah.
So, but they do a guess a no okay enough job to let us know that they accidentally killed this girl because one of the sisters is like, oh my God, it was an accident. And she was like, the other sister is just like, well, this is what was supposed to happen. This is what God wanted because of the way she was acting and the things she were doing.
Let me translate that into normal talk. Oh shit, killing people feels good.
Not bad. I feel pretty good about this.
Yeah, that was probably the first stirring that woman's had. The character has had
Yep.
since the event that they get into later.
Yes, the event.
don't
So they're like, well, I guess we'll hide the body or get rid of the body and we'll, go about our business. But then this girl's sister shows up looking for her. She was supposed to meet her there. And they come up with the flimsy story of, oh, well, she left.
Yeah.
That's it. She left.
Yeah.
Took her things,
yeah.
left.
And then the older sister, just from the beginning, like, just shouldn't be in the hospitality business.
Yeah.
She's a miserable woman, just a
Yeah.
terrible human being who thinks the entire world should do what she says because she knows what's best. And it's like, lady, you're living in a Spanish villa out of Resident Evil 4 that's set in the 1870s. Shut up. She pissed me off. Because we're still feeling the fucking repercussions of people like that.
It's true. It's true. So they let her stay there. But then another girl, another floozy comes in. We see her get off the bus and for whatever reason decides to just dance in the fountain. And everyone
you knew,
yeah.
instantly
Yeah.
dead. Who gets into a fountain? What kind of asshole does that?
I don't know. But she it's like over the top, right? Like
yeah.
she gets
Oh,
in there
yeah.
and she like soaks herself down so everyone can see her. And
Yeah, it's almost like the movie was made for people that take 45 minutes longer to process what they're seeing than everybody else.
yeah.
Because it was so over the top.
Yeah. There's a lot of conversations between the sisters, Marta and Veronica, about what they've done. And then I guess that girl gets killed too. Again, we don't see it
Right. That was the one where I just started to get mad. I'm like,
because that was
fine
the
to-
second one.
It's fine to lose a scene. Like, if it was sitting in a vault somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, and it's on the
Yeah.
tail end of the reel, I can see that. But no, this is.
It very much was just like she came back from a night of floozing it up and gets into an argument with Marta, no, or was it Veronica? Well, I don't know. Whichever one was the more evil of the two sisters. They get into an argument, and then it's just the next morning. Mm-hmm. And then again, Laura comes down and is like, "Hey, where's whatever the other girl's name was? Oh, she left.
Yeah.
She took her things and left. I was supposed to meet her this morning. Oh, she's gone. Sorry." Okay.
Right.
And now she's looking for her sister, and she's like, "Have you seen my sister?" She's like, she finds some people that are like, "Oh," he's like, "I remember her. She was, taking photos and stuff." And so like she knows that the sister was there and is now just gone, and nobody has any answers or whatever. So the problem again is that the editing in this is so heavy and so blatantly like leaving things out that you need to see that you can't even really follow the story or get involved in it, because with 10 minutes missing, maybe 5 of that was the violence and the murders.
Maybe. Yeah, because death scenes are not that long at this time.
So I don't understand with the amount of talking that was left in this movie, how we still never seem to get a narrative that flowed.
Yeah, and it's not like it's a difficult thing. It's like, here's a prude who can't stand younger women. Here's her sister that's like, maybe they're okay. Murder. That's the whole plot.
Yeah.
And then, oh, wait, at the end, reason.
Yeah. We find out, spoiler alert, we find out that Marta was left at the altar by a man who left her for a younger, more attractive woman.
Yeah.
And this is why she doesn't want any women to have fun or show themselves or anything. And there's the whole subtext with the woman that comes in with the baby.
Oh, that should have been, and I know this is good choice of her come to Jesus moment. She's so religious, right? Should have been finding out about who the child's father is, like she was having an issue with. Like it's any of her fucking business. Right. Never bothered to ask, "Oh, are you a widow? Is he in the hospital? Is he whatever?" No, they just assume this whore over here, just fuck that. We're going to kill her.
Yeah. Or are
really? Guys, come on.
And then I guess they keep the child?
That was the plan, right?
But we never see the child again, so.
Well, she tucked it, the younger sister put it on the bed. So I assume the baby rolled off the bed and died.
Most likely.
Because they're better. They know what they're doing. They know what to do with a baby. No, you don't. You know how long to cook it, but that's about it. Because y'all weirdos.
Yeah, and then they're putting the bodies in the wine barrels.
Why?
I don't know. And then a finger gets into a cup of wine at some point. Like a whole finger.
Impossible.
Right, yes, you're right. Impossible. But it happens.
You know what? Maybe a fingernail. Right? Or a filling.
It wouldn't go through the spout, though.
If it's small enough, if it's like a little gold filling, maybe.
Hair. I could see hair.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
but not a whole finger.
Yeah. In any place that's not going to filter it once it's in there, before it comes out of the bunghole.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. But they had to find a way for her to get caught quickly, so they went Sweeney Todd.
Yeah. So then the sister comes back and she's trying to find out, and she partners up with a guy from the city who then gets killed. That's the only murder we actually see, right?
Oh, how did he die?
She get stabbed. She snuck up on him and stabbed him in the back.
Oh,
kind of. Kind of. Maybe. I don't know.
Fair enough. All right.
I don't know. But so then they're gonna take Laura, but then the ending of the movie, they start running the credits before the movie's over. So I don't know.
Because you got to start the next movie.
I guess, yeah. All right, Chris, do you recommend, and what is your grade for It Happened at Nightmare Inn?
All right. I was just gonna lay into it, but here's the thing. I knew from the second deleted scene that this is not how it's supposed to be viewed.
Right.
So I'm gonna give this specific cut on Tubi an F and not recommend it.
Yep.
But if we can find the full version, I will watch it again and I'll give it something else.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
but
out there.
that it's not even honestly worth a grade because it's the whole storyline is just so abruptly changed when you don't have what they're doing. Like, you don't have it in your head that, holy shit, they fucked that person up, or that's how you can tell how far somebody's gone, right? Like how many times they hit him with the receiver of the telephone, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But we don't see any of that. So
Right.
it doesn't, and I can't. It's like if you edited down any slasher, no one wants those parts. No one wants the human beings in Godzilla past why are they fighting? I need you guys to tell us that. And then after that, fucking go to the monsters. It's fine. This doesn't do it. It just stays with the people talking. And I didn't give a shit about any of these characters except the two main ones and the sister. Every other character was like fodder.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. They either antagonized the situation or completely ignored it. So that was pointless. This whole edit is just garbage. There, I'll stop.
Okay. No, I'm right there with you, and it's a bummer because I think there's a good movie here. Like,
Yeah,
I think
I
there's
wanna
an
find
interesting
it.
story. So I'm gonna do something that I don't think I've ever done in 17 years of the show. I'm gonna give it an incomplete. Like, I'm not gonna grade it.
Yeah, I was
because
thinking of that. Yeah, good.
There's
choice.
no like. It's not complete, and whoever edited this, and I'm assuming it's probably a TV edit to fit into like a 90, like a a 2-hour block or whatever. And I just can't say, because I really actually think there was probably something decent here,
Yeah,
which
there
bummed me
very
out
well
and made
could
me
have
even
been.
madder.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to fault the director, because you can't admit the director didn't cut it like that.
No.
So.
But there were very likable and very hateable people in this right off the bat.
Yeah,
So,
doing exactly what they should be doing.
so it was good up until that part where it yanks us out of any kind of belief we have that this is going to be a decent, credible story because of the incompetence of fucking Mary Whitehouse, we'll say.
Fair enough. Okay, let's move on then. Joe's back, and I believe he's starting Sinister. Is it this week he's starting Sinister?
I think it is.
All right, let's.
And I'm
hear
going to
it.
forget what episode he's doing
hello,
next week.
Bill. Hello, Chris, and hello, OTC Nation. It's your boy Joe here, and this week Bill took me to a horrific crime scene. But in a good way. He made me watch Sinister. Boy, Sinister is a good way to describe a good portion of Bill's mentality when he decides what movies to make me watch. I can just see him over there in New England, all smug with his good seafood and his unique pronunciation of the letter R.
R.
And he's just like wringing his hands and twisting his snidely whiplash mustache, just knowing he's going to get some good rage comedy.
More of
out
a
it.
beard stroke.
Not today. Spoiler alert. I know there's been some good movies over the past 11, almost 12 years that Bill has held me captive for a few hours a week. And this is obviously hyperbole, because if I minded, I wouldn't still be doing this. I'll happily be the Schadenfreude of the podcast. That said, I've heard Sinister is very good. Spoiler alert, it was. But that remains to be seen. Literally. I've got it paused at 2 seconds. I wrote this before I watched the movie. I watched it. It's good. There's a bad portent up top here. As I was browsing the wiki on Sinister, not the plot, just trying to find something interesting I might be able to bring up or joke about. And we're going with joke about because director Scott Derrickson co-wrote this movie with some schmuck named C. Robert Cargill, who came up with the idea for this film after having a nightmare from watching, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
The Ring.
Okay.
Now, I know that we all have different tolerances for horror, and I generally try to be pretty kind about that. But if you had a nightmare from watching The fucking Ring, I'm sorry, but you're a dopey little bitch who has no business in the business of horror films. That would be like someone who panics and flees at the sight of a garter snake deciding to become a herpetologist. Come at me, C. Robert Cargill, if you're listening. I'm available. You can find me. Okay, right away, I am not mad at this film at all, despite what I said about one of the writers. This film can come to the cookout. It's invited. Why? Because it gave me just a little appetizer from the first frame, gave me the setup of who these people are and their dynamic, and then it actually showed me something horrific in a goddamn horror movie in under 20 minutes. C. Robert Cargill might be a milquetoast weenie when it comes to movies that scare him, but he didn't waste my time, and for that, I say thank you. Thank you, Scaredy Cat Cargill. Ethan Hawke is a true crime writer here who hasn't had a hit in years, and he's really feeling the economic pressure. Boy, this was made just before the felon-in-chief was elected the first time and the pandemic. What a time to think that you were feeling economic pressure. Like all the protections put in place after the 2008 crash hadn't even been stripped away yet by venture capitalists looking to do it all over again. Like, bitch, nothing you can show me in this movie will be scarier than what's happened since then. Please. Anyway, he has, without their knowledge, mind you, moved his family into the home of a massacre where everyone was hung from a tree in the backyard and one of the tax deductions went missing.
Uh-oh.
His plan is to write his piece of exploitation while living in the house it took place in. What a guy, huh? Way to heal your baby face. He finds a box of home movies in the attic, and here's where shit gets really interesting. It is a snuff film of the hanging of the family, and while he is appropriately freaked out by it, it doesn't stop him from going further. Watching the other films of other families being slaughtered. And it doesn't stop him from writing his book. Doesn't even stop him from moving out of the house. The only thing it stopped him from doing is providing critical evidence to local law enforcement. This whole thing plays out like if you crossed 8mm with The Shining, which honestly aren't bad movies to use as inspiration. There's like the dark voyeurism that he experiences in watching real deaths on film and trying to do something about it, even if that thing is profit from a book you wrote. But he also starts to spiral more and more into, I don't want to say madness, but like shit gets real quicker than I house a piece of carrot cake if you put it in front of me. Sorry, I'm hungry. It's the best I got. Shit not only gets real, it gets real in layers that come fast and heavy. And honestly, I can see why people liked this. Like, this is how supernatural horror should go. Kind of like the first two Insidious films. The not intense moments served to provide exposition. The tense moments happen frequently, and it had a sense of urgency. That's key. Your scary film should have a sense of urgency. So the creepy crux of the matter is that all of the familial homicides are linked, as each family murdered previously lived in the home of the previous family that got murdered, but then moved to a new one. I hope that made sense. It's kind of like how you pick up and spread bed bugs, but bloodier.
I get it.
Also more liability insurance in play.
A lot of steps.
Also at each massacre, one of the children went missing, and the part that should have been the coolest part honestly ended up kind of being the lamest. There's a Babylonian demon named Bagul. He's the heel here, and he honestly looks like the bass player for that new metal band that was like really popular regionally in your area in like 2001, but never made it big, and like their claim to fame was opening for Coal Chamber when they came to town. He looks like the guy who auditioned for Mushroomhead in his own like homemade scary mask, and he didn't make it. Like, that band has like 37 members. How the fuck did you not make it into Mushroomhead, bro?
I was in Mushroomhead.
Spoiler alert. Sorry, I went off on a whole new metal jag there. Spoiler alert. Sinister 2 will not be featuring Ethan Hawke and family because the daughter had to ask them a really important question. And they are now the newest home video in the box. Very satisfying ending, minus the jump scare from Mr. Boogedy. Here's the thing. The good. The home movies have that really dark, uncomfortable feel like you are not supposed to be watching this. And oof, there's one with a lawnmower, and oh, it got me good. Also, pacing. This was as long as any of the Conjuring films, but it felt like half the length because it moved things along while telling me a story with just as much meat on the bone. Huh, who knew? The bad. The demon baddie Bagul and his ghostly retinue of children that he's taken look like scare actors from your neighboring town's big haunt attraction. You know, that city. The one all the people from your city hate and have a high school sports rivalry with.
Yep.
Especially the kids. It was just like pancake makeup and raccoon eyes. They just looked like they were dressing themselves up as like supermodels from the 70s. Like Sinister was good and it lived up to the hype, so I'll give it a B+. Any other week I might have given it a B, but it was unexpectedly good, even knowing it was probably going to be good. I'll be back next week with Sinister 2, which is it. There's only 2. It's been a while since that happened. That thing must suck eggs, like if they didn't make 5 or 6 of them, because like them's the rules these days.
Them's the rules.
Anyway, until then, be good, everyone.
Yeah, I don't mean to rain on the parade, but there's a pretty steep fall off.
I don't remember the second one at all.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Okay, moving on here. Scott is back, and he's going to talk to us about. I don't know.
It's time for the grand fucking master of podcasting.
You don't get to grand fucking master fucking around, you know?
Don't I know it, Chris?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. With Reverend Scott.
Not once have I needed any kind of disciplinary action. Like,
Interesting.
Stop coming in late. Don't say that to those people. Stop shitting in the lobby. Whatever it is. Yeah, doing good.
Hey there, Bill and Chris.
Whose voice is that? I know that voice.
This is Reverend Scott. And this week, I have a question for you. When was the last time you saw a movie and said to yourself,
This film offers nothing.
I'll answer that for you. It was last week.
I fucking know that.
What if I told you there was a movie in the theater that could offer you lesbian porn? What would you say? Would you say, oh, that's not our scene?
It's like, yeah, it is. It's totally your scene, dude.
Is.
Well, that's about all I heard before going to see the movie Honey Don't, a self-proclaimed neo-noir dark comedy detective film destined to make itself out to be some sort of early Coens Brothers film. Starring Margaret Qualley as the titular, pun intended, hard-nosed private detective Honey O'Donohue, with Aubrey Plaza as a local police officer and Honey's soon-to-be love interest. I was starting to believe those rumors I heard. Soon we meet Charlie Day as a police detective, dead set on going on a date with Honey despite her telling him she likes girls every time. Charlie Day just tells her, "You keep telling me that." Every time. And then we have Chris Evans playing Reverend Drew Devlin, who's preaching at his own little cult-like church that not only is running drugs, but has most of the female parishioners spending lots of time in the stockroom of the church having sex with him, sometimes in leather stirrups.
The whole thing honestly kind of blurs together into one big black leather BDSM chase scene.
Spouting bullshit all day, making lots of money, and having lots of sex. Kind of sounds like a good gig, doesn't it?
Oh, it absolutely is, but like I'm tired of that.
I figured as much, but I'm just setting the stage here, guys. It's especially off-putting to see Captain America act this way. But that's just how these kooky characters act in this film, pretty much. I will say this film had my attention right off the bat with the opening credits. As we travel around looking out the window of the backseat of a car driving through Bakersfield, California, we see lots of rundown businesses and various old signs. Incorporated into those old downtown business fronts are the opening credits of the film. They were seamless and sometimes easy to miss because they blended in so well.
That was really well planned.
Yeah, no, yeah, that looked good.
So what's going on in this film? Well, at the very basic level, we have a recently deceased woman, car at the bottom of the ravine. Honey finds out it was a woman that recently came to her for help, but never had a chance to tell her exactly what was wrong. So already we have a little bit of a mystery on our hands. Later we meet Honey's sister and her 5 or 6 kids, one of which is Corrine, a teenager dating some deadbeat dude living in a trailer in town. When Corrine comes to Honey with a bruise and a cut on her face, it becomes clear that the boyfriend isn't exactly a nice dude.
I believe it.
Honey pays him a little visit driving her convertible 1972 Chevelle SS. Scenes like this one are where Margaret Qualley really conveys her no-nonsense, fearless attitude. She proceeds to beat the piss out of him with a leather-bound piece of lead and slam his head into the cabinet drawer over and over. He defiantly says he's still gonna go see Corrine, and Honey is like,
"The fuck you are? We will shoot you."
Then she proceeds to take out a shotgun and point it at his face and threaten him, and then she beats the shit out of the shotgun against the side of his trailer until she breaks it into pieces. As the movie progresses, Corrine goes missing, as well as Chris Evans' drug business starts to go to shit when one of his kids running drugs for him murders a guy in a parking lot with his car. A scene that could have been borderline horrifying ended up being pretty hilarious.
That is awesome. I love it. It's so mean. It's so
Yeah, it's great.
evil. Yeah.
Honey starts investigating what happened to her client and where her nieces disappeared to, while interviewing people like the Good Reverend and using resources like Charlie Day and Aubrey Plaza at the police station. Will she find out the murder mystery? Will she find her niece? Will she stop the crooked Reverend? Well, I'm not going to tell you. That's all you're going to get out of me, which is way more than Chris probably gave you.
I know.
At
Well,
least
maybe they
it's
were
something.
doing
This
that.
guy's got nothing.
I know. I'm trying.
The screenplay was written by a married couple named Ethan Cohen, ironically, and Trisha Cook, or Coke, I don't know, as the second in a quote-unquote lesbian B-movie trilogy. The first was 2024's Drive Away Dolls, which also starred Qualley and was also a lesbian-themed caper film with contractually obligated Pedro Pascal and Matt Damon, of all people. And I'm sure next year we'll get the third film, which is supposed to be called Go Beavers. Which is all fine and good, but I know what you're saying. What about the lesbian porn, Scott?
I enjoys me some pornography.
Even though Aubrey Plaza and Margaret Qualley are acquainted at best via the police station, apparently they've never actually dated or anything. At least I don't think so. I don't know. Despite that, the first scene they share outside the police station is at this cop bar that Aubrey is drinking at. Margaret sits down at the bar with her and grabs Aubrey's hand and puts it up her skirt. And for the next couple minutes, they attempt to have a conversation in the busy bar as the camera bounces back and forth between their faces while Aubrey gives Margaret a 2-fingered taco handshake.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Wow.
We don't actually see the act happening, just their reactions and a crass licking of the fingers afterwards, but it's still pretty effective. During the course of the film, Margaret has several full-on nude sex scenes with Aubrey, but we really only just see a couple butts and some boobs.
Love some
And
butts.
Margaret washing her toys in the sink the next morning.
When you
Gotta wash them.
start to watch movies, what do you hope for?
I hope for dildos.
Here's the thing, though. The sex scenes in Honey Don't are kind of like the blood and gore in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. When you first watch the movie, you may find it shocking, and some aspects of it kind of are. But when you really think about it again, you realize there's basically no blood or gore in it. Sure, it's violent and dark, but what did you actually see? In this, there's some boobs and implied actions and graphic sexual conversation, but you don't actually even see Chris Evans' penis.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not. This isn't even on par with the HBO Max series. Hell, Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 1 is more sexually graphic than this film is. Maybe people are put off because it's mostly lesbian sex, but I don't think the gay aspect should be shocking to anyone anymore. Hell, The Boys features a scene with a guy that can duplicate running a train on himself. And that's just on Amazon Prime Video, home of War of the Worlds 2025 asterisks. I don't know, I'm sure some people will really dig those sex scenes, but I have a feeling, at least in the theater, most people are just gonna feel uncomfortable watching them, especially because they happen so often throughout the movie. And while I certainly didn't mind seeing those scenes, I could have done with a little bit more cohesive mystery. A majority of things that Honey investigates are just kind of only tangentially related, not all tied together cleverly like you might expect. One thing the movie does incredibly well, though, is dialogue. Every snarky, sarcastic, quick-witted conversation Honey has, especially with Chris Evans, is incredibly entertaining. I just wish that happened much more often. It feels like a small part of the film overall.
I don't know why I
Sex-wise,
focus in on that little stuff.
Well, because there's really not much offered.
Honey Don't has an amazing hour-long episode of a great detective comedy hiding inside this 90-minute film. It's just too bad that when you finally do get answers, it feels so out of left field that you forget all about the dildos.
Holy shit, that's a huge dildo.
I had high hopes for this movie. I don't know why, but I kind of did, and maybe that kind of hurt it. I admit there's several really funny scenes and performances, but the story just really lets this down for me. And occasionally the pacing was pretty off, especially for a movie that's only 90 minutes.
I kept waiting for something to happen, and I kept waiting for it to become more interesting.
Yeah.
This is a well-made film with fun characters and great dialogue and plenty of boobs, but yet somehow it still let me down.
I'm not going to recommend it, but I am going to say that I didn't hate it. Maybe because I kept waiting for it to get good or something to happen. I don't know.
I give it a tepid recommend, very tepid recommend, but maybe only streaming at home so you don't feel fucking weird sitting next to some bum in the theater watching Margaret Qualley with a strap on.
Strap on the strap on.
I might actually watch Drive Away Dolls and Go Beavers next year and see how it is overall as a trilogy, but I doubt it. So I give Honey Don't a generous B-.
I thought it was good, but not like amazing. And also not necessarily my thing.
Probably like a C+, but you know, whatever, boobs. Okay, that's all I got. Much like Honey Don't, I had higher hopes for Death Screams that you reviewed last week. I hoped for a hidden gem, but got a big old lump of coal. So the film gets a D, and the review gets a B. But Redline actually interested me. I'm a car guy, as you may recall, and that really revved my engine. So I give Redline an A, and the review gets an A-. Great job, guys.
That's a high compliment for me, and I really appreciate that, and it embarrasses me, and I love it.
So until the next lesbian Skinamax detective flick, peace and love, guys. Outside the cinema, they know horror movies, whether they've seen them or not.
You want to take a guess at how long it was in this movie before anything even resembling horror took place in this testament to just because you can doesn't mean you should?
I've seen it.
I'll give you a moment.
I've seen it, and I want to say it's like 45, 50 minutes.
I want to say 49 minutes is what I was going to say.
49 minutes.
Whoa!
49 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that concludes another show for the week. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Make sure you check out spectopiaarts.com. Follow Chris and I on Instagram at OTCbill at Cthulhu. And what's the Spectopia Arts Instagram?
Spectopia Arts.
There you go.
Yeah. It's
SPECTOPIAARTS.
Yeah.
Take your notes. Join us up on join up with us on Patreon, patreon.com/outside the cinema. And yeah, that's about it for this week. Thanks to Scott. Thanks to Joe. And we'll be back with you with another episode just about a week from now, I think.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. Bye.
Bye.